Okay, moving right along to example 3. Now we're going to find the theoretical probability. So this is simply what we expect. We didn't actually do this event, but if we were to have done it, what will we expect the outcome to be? So the letters in the word Jackson are placed in a hat. You randomly choose a letter from the hat. What is the theoretical probability of choosing a vowel? Okay, so we know we need to identify what a vowel is before we start this problem. And I hope everybody knows that vowels are A, E, I, O, and U. Okay, the consonants would be all the other letters in the alphabet. So we look at this particular case, and I'm going to go ahead and write the probability in our event is that we are getting a vowel. Again, I'm going to make it into a ratio. Okay, I want the number of favorable outcomes on the top, which is how many times will we actually get a vowel. So I look at the word Jackson. A is a vowel and O is a vowel, which means I have a total of 2 vowels in the word Jackson. The denominator is the total number of possible outcomes. So if I look at the entire word of Jackson, I need to go ahead and I need to count every single letter in the word because they're all possible answers. So I have a J, an A, a C, a K, an S, an O, and an N, which is a total of 7 letters. So my probability of choosing a vowel is 2/7. Again, if you want to write it as a decimal or a percent, you can, or you can simply leave it as a fraction. The theoretical probability that you randomly chose a red marble from a bag is 5/8. So now we're looking at if we had a bag with marbles in it, we had a 5/8 of a chance of getting a red marble. There are 40 marbles in the bag. How many are red? Well, if I look at 5/8, it says I have 5 chances of choosing red out of every 8 marbles. But I don't know how many marbles are red out of 40 marbles. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start looking at the probability. The probability is a red marble. So the probability of red is simply equal to 5/8. They gave us that information in the problem. But I want to know how many are red if there are 40 in the bag. So is 40 related to the red marbles, which is the numerator, or is it the total possible marbles? It is the total possible marbles. So I'm going to rewrite my fraction, but I want 40 as my denominator because 40 is the total marbles in the bag. So the total possible outcomes. And so now all I'm going to do is, what do I do to 8 to get to 40? Well, I'm multiplying by 5. So then what am I going to do to 5? Multiply by 5. Because whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do the top. Equivalent fractions. And 5 times 5 is 25. Which means the answer to my question, how many marbles are red, if there are 40 marbles in the bag, there are going to be 25 red marbles. Because my fraction, 25/40, is equivalent to the theoretical probability of 5/8.